Hi guys, I'm Ben. So today we're going to have a look at how to find the hidden feature of the Weebill S, trajectory mode. So what is trajectory mode? Trajectory mode is when the camera can be programmed to track from one direction to another direction. Either up or down, left, right, or any combination. I find this particularly useful for doing product shots. Just taking a picture of something which is really still is pretty boring. So to get a little bit of movement in the shot and smooth movement in the shot, I find that the Weebill S is really good on trajectory mode for setting it up. If you take a look at this little clip, then I'll go ahead and show you how I make it. Okay, so let's go to showing you how I set this up. So we've already got the camera set up on the gimbal, got it balanced and got the product set up in front of it. So first we need to do is go down to use the XY plate app down at the bottom right here. We'll open that up. Now when it opens, first thing it asks you to do is to connect it to your gimbal. We're already showing the Weebill, so we'll hit connect now. So you're greeted with a pop-up just confirming that it is your Weebill, not somebody else's. And you hit connect and that'll connect it to the Wi-Fi. So we'll enter now. Okay, so we're greeted with a sort of a fairly plain looking app here. You've got a virtual joystick here which you can move the camera around on the gimbal. This one I won't move, but that tilts it side to side. If your camera is compatible, you can start and stop the recording over here. So what's not completely obvious is this little button over here opens up another menu. Down at the bottom we've now got panoramic, time-lapse and trajectory photography. So we're actually using it for videography, so we'll go ahead and click that and we're into a new menu for setting up the trajectory. So what you've got at the top here is a set of coordinates of where the gimbal is currently facing. You can set a number of these. I tend to just use two, just a point A to point B. If you use more than that, you have three, for example, point A, B and C. When it gets to point B in the middle, you tend to get a bit of a kink, which looks a little bit unnatural. I don't like this, might suit you, but for me I just use 2 points, a point A and a point B. In the middle we've got four options here. First one is the shooting mode. So by default it opens into photograph, which is for stills. We want to do video, so we'll change that to video and hit enter. So this now greys out the two center ones. The center ones would have been shooting interval, which is how long it takes between still photographs, and the camera shutter speed, which are now no longer relevant for video. Over on the right we've got duration. Now I tend to use about 5 seconds. You can choose a number of hours, minutes and seconds for the duration, and it's the duration that the gimbal takes to go from point A to point B. So in this example I'll choose 5 seconds, no minutes, no hours, and hit enter. Okay, so we're now ready to set the start point of your gimbal. As I said, you can use the virtual joystick over here. It's a little bit fiddly, probably easier to use the thumb wheel or the thumb button on the gimbal itself. So when you're happy with your start position, you can confirm point A by hitting the plus. That opens up a second set of coordinates, which you can now choose your point B. And when you're happy with that, you can click plus again. Okay, so we've got 2 points programmed in. It has opened up a third one, but the third one is not relevant until you save it. So we've just got a point A and a point B. Now when you click start, it will make the gimbal obviously travel from point A to point B. If your camera is fully compatible with the Weebill, like my XT3 is, and it's connected with a USB cable, then when you click start, not only does it start the gimbal moving, but it also starts the recording a moment before and stops the recording at the end of the travel. I've also got an XT2 which isn't fully compatible, and if your camera isn't compatible, you might just have to physically press your record button on your camera before coming over to your app on your iPad or your iPhone and clicking start. So we're using the XT3 this time, so we'll hit start, greeted with a countdown. Okay, so the camera's started recording and the gimbal moves smoothly across from point A to point B. When it gets to the end, the camera will stop recording again, and there we have it. So sorry this video is a little bit late. I've been trying to put out content every week on this new channel, partly because I managed to do a little bit of paragliding earlier this week, but also, being a mental health nurse, I've just been really busy this week, so apologies for that. So I hope you found this helpful. If you do, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.